What started as a casual interview turned into chaos when Cameron caught Katt Williams lying on camera, sparking a heated argument that nearly turned physical. During a segment on It Is What It Is, Katt made a bold claim about turning down multiple Hollywood roles that were later given to top-tier comedians. Cameron, clearly skeptical, challenged the story in real time. "You said you turned down that movie in 2013? Cam asked. "Because that same year you were locked up." The room fell silent. Katt tried to play it off, but Cam doubled down, pulling out receipts and publicly calling him out for exaggerating his industry war stories. "Katt Williams was dissing you all night. You was that I was talking about. He kept kicking you out the room. You kept trying to run in and get your money. Yo, get the out. Get the out. He been kicking. He kicked you out at least 7 times that night. Katt Williams fired his DJ that night for playing too much Dipset, and you kept sneaking in the room trying to get back." Tension exploded from there. Katt got defensive, accusing Cameron of trying to discredit a real one while Cam stood his ground, telling Katt to cut the act and be real with the people. Sources close to the production say the verbal clash escalated off camera, with security stepping in to keep things from turning violent. Clips of the confrontation quickly went viral, with fans split between defending Katt's legacy and applauding Cam for holding people accountable on his platform. Now, what was supposed to be a cultural conversation has turned into a full-blown feud, and neither side is backing down. In a completely unexpected twist for 2025, Cameron has come forward to recount a wild altercation involving comedian Katt Williams. According to Cam, the confrontation went down years ago when Katt attempted to pick a fight with someone from Dipset, Cameron's longtime rap crew. To avoid a physical escalation, Cam claimed he intervened and ended things quickly by slamming Katt Williams to the ground, making it sound like the comedian weighed nothing more than a pillow. However, Katt Williams wasn't about to let that version stand. He responded publicly, stating Cam left out critical details. Katt claimed the altercation wasn't so one-sided, and even said he pulled out a weapon during the standoff. According to him, things nearly turned deadly, and Cam left that part out intentionally. The situation quickly turned volatile. After being called a liar by Katt, Cameron clapped back, issuing an aggressive rebuttal that stirred even more controversy. What he threatened to do in response pushed the feud to another level, showing just how deep this grudge may go. This all unfolded on Cam's show, Talk with Flea, which had been steadily building momentum but exploded in viewership following the airing of this intense story. Cam's retelling wasn't just a casual interview moment. It became a cultural moment of its own, capturing the attention of hip-hop and comedy fans alike. This chapter sheds light on what ultimately shattered the once promising bond between Cameron and Katt Williams. It all started during a night backstage at one of Katt's live shows in Philadelphia. At the time, Cameron and several members of Dipset were present, creating what should have been a relaxed, brotherly vibe. But what went down instead ended up being the final nail in the coffin for their relationship. Katt Williams had a concert in Philly, and, I go to this concert and my friends, that's Dipset. Like I said, these aren't Joel's, Jim, or Zeke, anybody. It's just other members. I don't want people to assume that it's them, but it's other members. They were there, and they were there at Katt Williams' concert. So after the concert, we go in the locker room. We get in the locker room, and Katt is in there. He's just going off on everybody. Not me, like his staff, the other comedians, etc. And I'm like, damn, somebody done, __ up. So I get there. We gave him the locker room. He gives me an envelope. It has $30,000 in it. He's like, yo, killer, good looking, man, $30. Like, Kel, I ain't come for your money, man. I don't want your money. He's like, Cam, take the money. I love you. It's your money. I'm like, I'm not taking the money. He said, fine. If you don't take the money, I'll give it to them. No, I'm going to take the money if you're just going to eventually give it to somebody. That same night, he gave Beanie Siegel a Lamborghini. Was it Little Mo, I believe. Little Mo, he gave her a Cadillac truck. I'm like, oh, this is on generous, some generous time. As the night goes on, he's flipping. So now remember the members of Dipset that I wasn't speaking to were there, but I'm cool with them now, and he kind of was rapping and flipping on, like, you big assa, telling the other members this. I'm like, hey, Katt, hey, relax, man, it's all love. He said, Cam, You want me to tell you what they said when you wasn't around? I'm like, oh my god, everybody cool. It ain't no problems with nobody. I don't want to hear the wrong thing, man. That's actually kind. No, I don't. He said, yeah, then don't tell me about yelling these, 'cause I'll tell you what they say. He wasn't around. So I'm like, damn, that's up. So, then I didn't want to just get up and leave 'cause like I said, he gave me like 30,000 for no reason. But Nick, the rumor is leaving. Beanie Siegel's leaving. Little Mo is leaving. I'm like, it's almost time to get out. He's yelling in their face again. I'm like, is that necessary? He said, yeah, it's necessary 'cause you don't know what the these __ was saying. I'm like, damn, I don't want to do this right now. This is kind of crazy. So then about 10 minutes later, Katt Williams comes over to me. He's like, yo, and I guess I'm not naming their names. He's like, yo, let's just call him Dipset X. He says, hey yo, Cam, I think Dipset X farted on. And I'm like, farted on you? I don't know if he farted on you. He said, yeah, they farting on me, man. I usually tag behind like that. So the first thing I'm thinking when he says this is, has this happened before? You usually snuff behind farting on you? How many times have farted on you? This is what you usually do after that. That's what I was thinking. But I was like, nah, Katt ain't one. So I see Katt walk around the room asking, __. I assume he's asking, yo, did you fart? 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 Katt, who was then at the height of his comedic fame, had ambitions beyond comedy. He had bars, and he wasn't shy about it. Katt Williams was actively looking to transition into hip-hop and had set his sights on joining Dipset. On paper, it made sense. He already had personal ties with Cameron, and mutual respect was there. It looked like a natural fit. But as Cameron later explained, the timing couldn't have been worse. The Diplomats were not the unit they once were. Internally, things were cracking. Cam admitted that Katt's attempt to join the group came during a turbulent period. Dipset was fracturing. The chemistry wasn't the same, and loyalty within the camp was no longer a guarantee. For those unfamiliar, Dipset, also known as the Diplomats, was formed back in 1997 by Cameron and his longtime friend Jim Jones, later joined by Freaky Zeke and Joel Santana. They made serious waves in the early 2000s. After signing to Rockefeller in 2001 under Cameron's individual deal, they released Diplomatic Immunity in 2003, cementing their presence in hip-hop. By 2004, cracks began to show. Cam's beef with Jay-Z became public, and Dipset left Rockefeller to sign with Coke Records. Their second album, Diplomatic Immunity 2, followed shortly after, but internal conflicts, mainly creative disputes and personal friction, began tearing the crew apart. They had brief reunions with more music released in 2010 and beyond. Yet by 2025, tensions between Cam and Jim Jones had again escalated.